Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of NGU week 4 for January. This was Martha's video, or her week to do the video. And this is my video response. Now, my workout part ended up being exactly 10 minutes long, so I uploaded that separate, and I'm doing this one today, which is really almost a week later. The second part of the NGU for this week is to talk about our 5 go-to foods. Well, I don't really have any go-to foods, like when I feel like munching or whatever. I don't do the munching that I used to do. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch on some of the comments and messages that I got after last week's video about my eating choices and whatnot. How am I losing weight, or how am I maintaining with the food that I eat? Boosting my metabolism, adding breakfast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick run through of some of the stuff that I have. Breakfast. 2 packets. Now this is a generic version because I don't have any of the others at home, but I normally have Quaker's instant oatmeal, peaches and cream. I have 2 packages of these for breakfast with coffee, but I typically use Splenda, and I use a fat-free French vanilla creamer in the coffee, and I'll drink that periodically through the day. Now I know that's kind of bad, and I don't normally drink coffee, but it's just been cold, and with the winter months I need it to keep me warm because it gets cold at work. So, and then of course, good old water. Lots of water all day long. Now come lunchtime, bread. This is the type of bread we typically use. It's the Sara Lee Delightful, 45 calories a slice, so you get twice as many. But man cannot live on bread alone. You must have peanut butter. So, yes, I know, it's regular peanut butter. It's not a natural peanut butter. It's not a whatever. It's Jif because it's the only peanut butter there is. I grew up on this. I will never change peanut butters. Ever. Ever. This is one of those things, one of those staples in life that will never change for me. I will always have peanut butter. But anyway, peanut butter, and then I'll have jelly. Typically it's a strawberry jelly. Then with my lunch, a banana. And people were asking me, what is a duplex cookie? This is a duplex cookie. White cream in the middle, chocolate on one side, and I don't know if that's really vanilla. It's not vanilla, it's just a plain cookie on one side. So I have 5 of those with my lunch. And then this is the other thing that so many people give me grief over. My Monsters. I used to drink 2 to 3 a day. Now I've kind of dropped down to only doing 1, and I do it at lunch. I stick with the rehabs, and as you'll see, they're 10 calories, which is a half can, so it's 20 calories a can instead of 220 for an entire serving. Now, this is 2 of the 3 rehabs that I like. This one's a tea lemonade, and it tastes a lot like a Nestea Brisk. This one is a green tea energy, and to be honest with you, that one tastes more like a Lipton, what is it called? Lipton citrus tea. The bottles of Lipton citrus tea. That's kind of what that tastes like to me, and I really enjoy it. So that's typically what I have for lunch. I generally have peanut butter and jelly, banana, 5 cookies, and a Monster. Oh, and some chips. Typically Sun Chips. No, I could go with baked Lay's or baked whatever, but I like Sun Chips. They're hearty enough. They hold me over. Just like my oatmeal in the morning, because I go with oatmeal, it holds me over. Which, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention, if I'm at home, I don't generally have the oatmeal. I save those for work because they're easy to make. I generally have shredded wheat, the little mini shredded wheats for breakfast. I have a bowl of that, a larger bowl of it, I'll tell you, because I like that to hold me over to make sure I'm not hungry until lunchtime. So it does me well. One of the other things I'm going to talk about is if I'm doing an intense workout, such as running. Now, I don't mean doing an NGU video or whatever, because as intense as they are, they're not 20 to 30 minutes or longer. On those where I'm burning at least 300 calories, this is what I go with. Whey protein. This one's chocolate, and I also have an Oreo. The chocolate's better than the Oreo. The Oreo's got kind of something in the texture and the taste or whatever that's odd. But what I do is I use a scoop or a scoop and a half, and I put it in here. And a lot of people use water. I use skim milk, and the reason I use a skim milk is so that I am getting calcium. Because as you'll notice from the rest of the stuff, there's not a whole lot of calcium in my diet. So I want to make sure that I can get it there in addition to the protein that I need. And then dinner time, I have whatever is made for dinner. My mother-in-law comes to the house and watches the kids for us during the day while we're working, and then we come home at 4, 5, 6, depending upon when we get off. And she's gracious enough to have dinner waiting for us. So I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to argue too much. She generally serves a salad to start dinner with, and then whatever the meal is, whether it's a roast or a baked chicken or something, there's always vegetables with it. And we've kind of switched to a slightly healthier style of how she's cooking. It's really hard to get past this one sometimes with the way she cooks, because she still uses a lot of oils and whatnot in the cooking, like cooking hamburgers in a fry pan. But now we've got her so that she's using these wild tree oils, so that they're like an all natural oil, which is supposedly even better than like a canola oil, or even I'm drawing a blank here. What's the other oil? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so she's coming a long way with that, and she generally makes sure we have a well-rounded meal with it, and I'm okay with that. You know what? I've been maintaining between 176 and, well, today I'm at 182, but typically around 178 pounds. I'm okay with that. So this is what I eat typically in a day. I guess that's all I have. You guys take care. Peace out.